today. He's just ironed out John Henderson by 6 legs to nil with 102 average. Nathan Aspinall, a belter of a game with the wizard Simon Whitlock, both men averaging around the 105 mark. 6-3 to the Asp, though. The US Darts Masters into his board final. And Daryl Gurney has won 6-2 against Nathan Derry with an average of almost 99. So 3 big names, all guys in the top 16, all seeded for the Betfred World Match Play, are through to their board finals. Glenn Durrant is about 99% certain of being a seed at the World Match. In fact, I think he is certain now. But Stephen Bunting, well, he's got work to do if he's going to make it to the match play. He was a quarter-finalist there last year, played some really good darts, fabulous games involving the bullet, but he might not be there this year. He's got to have a good run today,
outside Glenn's
possibly tomorrow as well. If he did win both events, then he might squeeze his way into the top 16, but realistically, he's looking at the unseeded spots. But he goes up against Glenn Durrant, who's a man he usually beats. There are not many players in the world who have a winning record against Glenn Durrant, but Stephen Bunting is one of them. That is largely down to the fact that Bunting was the dominant force in the BDO when they played most of their games. In fact, the only PDC game that these two have played was on the home tour in the second stage of the tournament, the last 32 groups, and Bunting won that one by 6 legs to 3.
140.
Strong start from Duzzer, though. Stephen Bunting had to survive match darts against Peter Jakes in the first round. His campaign could have been over already, but now that he's had that bit of luck, can he capitalise upon it? Glenn Durrant had a tight game with Matty Dennant, who, if you've listened to any Glenn Durrant interview, is, well, the way that Duzzer tells it, Matty Dennant's as instrumental as Glenn Durrant is about him coming through Q School. Dennant missing match darts to beat him there. This story that we've had from Duzzer would not have happened if Dennant had beaten him in that game, denied him getting a tour card. We wouldn't have seen Duzzer in 3 major semi-finals last year, including, of course, the match play.
.53.
Okay, so Duzzer will come back looking at tops with Bunting quite some way away. That first dart, a long way away from treble 20.
65.
But he does use the bullseye to leave himself the big fish.
Game shot.
There we go, 14 darter from Glenn Durrant. Strong start from the Middlesbrough man. Northeast versus northwest game, this.
.95. .134.
Michael Van Gerwen going out. Shock defeat to Joe Mernon means that everybody's ears will have pricked up and a lot of the big name players are responding. We've seen some huge averages. Michael Smith's the latest player to come through round 2. The Bully Boy is into his board final. So Gurney, Wright, Smith, Aspinall, real roll call of big names who've booked their places in the 3rd round. One of these two will join him there, and the winner of this faces either Wayne Jones, the veteran, or Ryan Joyce, a winner here a couple of days ago, his first PDC title.
59.
Gowen Price, 1 leg away from joining that list of names. Ian White, 1 leg away, both 5-2 up in their respective games against Steve Brown and Dirk van Duijvenbode. Rob Cross, 4-2 up on Lisa Ashton.
100.
No, it's just drifted into the treble 5. No, 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 not what he was after. Poor dart from the bullet. It allows Duzzer in. He's so good from this position normally. Anywhere in the 200s, the setup shots from Duzzer are usually excellent, but he's fluffed his lines on this occasion.
55.
Does manage to leave himself a check out.
.60.
Just struggling a little bit at the minute is Stephen Bunting.
$97.
Pressure shot. One big treble required. Gets it. Double 16.
79.
And Duzza is there, ready to pounce, to break the throw and go 2-0 up. Put a big dent in Stephen Bunting's hopes of making the match play.
Game shot.
Yeah, lovely stuff. Taken out in 2 darts. This one's a 17 darter, but it's a break of throw crucially. And Stephen Bunting cannot carry on playing like this if he harbours genuine ambitions of beating Duzza and going on a run today.
180.
Ricky Evans, Bunting's good mate,
100.
who's also scrapping away for a spot at the match play. He's currently taking on Steve Lennon over on board 9. He trails 2-1. Now it's 3-1.
96.
Rob Cross still 5-2 with Lisa Ashton. Aaron Beanie, after winning his first ever game in the PDC yesterday, beat Scott Waits. He's 4 apiece with James Wilson.
140.
Max Hopp appears to be playing some good darts. 100 average in the first round, 100 average in this round. He's 3-2 up on Chizzy, and runner-up the other day to Ryan Joyce. All of these scores on the Dart Connect system, tv.dartconnect.com, as Duzza puts in his second 180 of the leg, leaves 45. A little nervous look at the score from Stephen Bunting.
100.
He's down to a finish, but Duzza looking very good for a 3-0 lead.
Game
Yeah,
shot.
very nicely done. 12 darter from Glenn Durrant. 3-0 up halfway to victory, averaging 105. It's far too much for Stephen Bunting to handle right now.
140. $134.
Gerwyn Price is through to round 3, as is Rob Cross. And Ian White is through as well.
4.
Nowhere near as good as his first round display, but a 6-2 victory over Dirk van Duijvenbode, low 90s average as the pair. White, Aspinall, Smith, Wright, Gurney, Cross, Gerwyn Price, all of those guys are through to the 3rd round. All of them top seeds. Duzza is looking to add another name to that list of top seeds to make it through their first couple of games. Oh, Aaron Beanie's just mismatched darts to win 6-4 against James Wilson.
134.
He's averaging in the 90s there, Aaron Bean. His best display, 96 average, and James Wilson, he's nearly lost it. Treble 19. Oh, no, didn't need to go that way, so fair enough.
91.
Nothing wrong with that for Stephen Bunting. He'll come back looking at double 18.
$134.
Lovely setup. Does it matter?
Game shot.
No, it doesn't. That's a 14 darter for Stephen Bunting to get into this game. He's got a foothold in this game now, but he's going to have to really ignite.
$137. $140. $174.
Very impressive stuff, this from Glenn Durrant, you have to say.
40 scored, yeah. 59.
Oh, he's in the zone, Duzzer, isn't he?
140.
Superb leg of darts after you've just lost your first leg of the match. To hit back and leave 50 after 9 on your own throw. I mean, it's just taking your opponent entirely out of the game,
57.
putting him back in his place. Stephen Bunting sees the funny side of it.
Oh. 42.
Stephen Bunting offering Duzzer his specs.
$125.
Well, he's just a little tap on the shoulder there for Glenn.
Game shot.
And double two does the job. Glenn Durrant racing away with that leg, then just faltered at the end, but 4-1 it is. Oh, that's unfortunate. Aaron Beanie, he's missed loads of match darts for a 6-4 win against James Wilson, but the lethal biscuit, last leg decider, 101 checkout for a 15-darter and a holder throw. Superb stuff from both men there. 94 average for Wilson, 92 for Aaron Beanie. The young man, prison warden, is getting better and better after winning his first PDC game yesterday.
180.
As Duzzer hits back. Perfect start to this leg from both men. No, 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 no.
140.
Can Duzzer do any better? No, he can't. He can do significantly worse.
77.
Good numbers. I mean, Bunting's dragging his average up to that sort of 98, 99, 100 mark where he's been regularly so far this week in Milton Keynes. But he hasn't done enough damage. The game has been there. He's been playing some good stuff, has Bunting. Quarter-final yesterday, last 16, and the opening day of the Summer Series.
59.
But a first-round exit in the second one, and it could be a second-round exit here. Let's see, 144 for Duzzer. That won't go.
$60.
And double top it is.
48.
And he just pulls it down, and Duzzer should get at least a dart at bullseye. May do better than that. Lovely.
Game shot.
Lovely stuff. Again, Glenn Durrant taking out a 2-dart checkout with 2 darts. Treble for double. Makes it look so easy. 106 average. And Stephen Bunting has just run into
95.
a Middlesbrough wall in round 2 here. There's not a great deal he can do. Missed 1 dart in the second leg for a 10+ checkout. He missed 1 dart at tops there for the 68, and there's not he hasn't had any other chances apart from the leg he won.
$134.
I mean, he does talk himself down. He says he's a grinder. He's not exciting to watch. He's not like Van Gerwen or Ganderson or anything like that. But you look at how many times he posts big 10+ averages. You know, 107s, 108s. He's in that ballpark here. Just because he's not flying all over the board at double quick pace does not mean that he's
90.
not throwing spectacular stuff. This would be Glenn Durrant's first
98.
win over Stephen Bunting in the PDC. And it would be an emphatic win as well. Beat him in a couple of WDF tournaments back in 2013 when they were both playing the other Coda darts. But this is their first ranking PDC clash, and Glenn Durrant has really sent out a message that he is the top dog between them right now. Says that in the rankings.
86.
And this performance says that. And it'll all come down to tomorrow for Stephen Bunting if he is going to make a return to the World Match Play. Because Duzza has excelled there. That is a 14 darter for a 6-1 victory. He's averaged 106 in that game, Glenn Durrant. And with no Michael van Gerwen, then could it be Duzza that goes on and takes the title today? There are a lot of big names still in the draw, even with MVG's demise. But Glenn Durrant has showed that he is playing as well as any of them today. He reaches round 3.